You cannot, you can omit items, but you can't add to or edit. They are quirky on purpose. They're not meant to be a lifestyle. So Vonda wants me to show. So let me show you how we do that. Okay, I'm going to go to the website. The website is on here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I'm on the website. Oop, I got to log in. Bear with me. Okay. Lots of stuff is changing on the website as we move toward a for-profit model, and I move more into one-on-one and small group. Right here, you can see the courses that you've purchased. And then below that, you can see the new courses coming. There are more that we're adding. So exciting time for us. We're not changing anything for our members. So if you see things changing on the website, just know that we're not taking anything away. If anything, we'll be making it better. With that said, wow challenges, you go into resources, you go into challenges, and here's your war on weakness challenges. Boom. And the only ones eligible for Bella the Bell Pepper, which we're focused on light eating and 80% plant-based. You've got these right here. These are the ones available. Now, I'm going to have to go back through them. Tammy, if you will, tomorrow, would you just go through and check grammar and make sure that the instructions are clear? Because you being also a former member and still a member, you would know if they've been edited the right way. Travis, to be clear. Yes, I didn't want, don't send them yet. I wanted them to go out, but that's my fault. I threw this at y'all really fast, and y'all have been troopers to get it all pulled together. It should have took you a week, and y'all have done it in a day. Great job. So if we look at each of these, Vonda, everyone, the only ones eligible for the Bella the Bell Pepper 3-day detox are the ones with Bella the Bell Pepper. Okay. After 3 consecutive successful wow challenges, you earn your Bella the Bell Pepper badge. Yay. Okay. So you can also use these on the 21-day challenge. You just have to list it. You have to follow the 21-day rules. You have to list it in that slot. And then you have all the other challenges that are down through here. There's lots of fun, quirky challenges. I put them together so that if you've got 30 or more pounds to lose, that you can lose up to 1 pound a day fairly easily. These are also great to do anytime you've had a holiday. So the way I do that, I'm looking at them, let's say, Bella the Bell Pepper kissed a turkey. So I click that and I look at it and it says breakfast. Approved coffee. It looks like Tammy did a good job with this, her and Joni. Approved coffee, cocoa ringa mixed with Healthwise hot chocolate, or Healthwise hot chocolate mixed with Biochar, or. So it tells you exactly what to do. There's no guesswork. For lunch, half of a complete cookie with coffee or without Healthwise with or without Healthwise hot chocolate, or a half of a complete cookie with 8 ounces of fat-free Fairlife or Kroger Carbmaster milk. Dinner, 4 ounces of turkey breast with dill pickles and 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. So something quirky and fun. And then if you're doing the detox kit, it tells you to take your detox kit according to the instructions. You'll get better results. So let's say that I want to do that one, then I mark it right here, accept. Then let's say that I'm doing that for tomorrow. I accept. Okay. So whatever day you accept it for, it will be in your journal. So I go to the journal and I go to challenges, and you can see that yesterday I said today I'm doing Bella the Bell Pepper broke a little wind. And this is definitely got some beans on that one. And then it says uncompleted. So after today, sometime tomorrow before noon, I need to either mark this as a tap out, like I quit or I didn't do what I was supposed to do, or I mark it completed. So if I mark it completed and save, I get my wow badge. If I tap out, I get a Diet Devil badge. If I have 3 Bella the Bell Peppers in a row, I get the Bella the Bell Pepper badge. Okay. Does that make sense, everyone? No, Shirley, supplementation are not mandatory. They should be, but they are not. You will get some result whether you do the supplements or not. I will never make supplements mandatory to the program. I would be like everybody else and be lying. So when you do 2 things, faith and good nutrition, you do that every day, you look good in your clothes. That may be good enough. You do faith, nutrition, exercise, and supplementation, you get to where you look good naked. You're not ever going to look good. I'm just cutting up. This is hyperbole. You're never going to look good naked if you're not exercising and supplementing. But if you only exercise and supplement, you'll never make any progress because you cannot exercise enough or supplement enough to overcome a bad diet. So the 2 critical ones are faith and nutrition. And, you know, most coaches would say just nutrition, not faith, but I believe faith and nutrition. Karen, I am doing the 21-day challenge. I picked the cheese dip number 2 and have had lightheadedness tonight. Any suggestions to get through the night till my 16-hour fast ends at 11 a.m. tomorrow? It sounds like your blood sugar's low. Of course, I don't know. So cheese dip number 2, let me see what's on it. That's usually a sign that for a few days you've been in a calorie deficit, and the low blood sugar has caught up with you because your liver's not making sugar right now. Your body's capable of making sugar when you've been operating on low sugar, but your body will resist that for a bit. Cheese dip number 2. Let's take a look. So this is what Karen's doing, everyone. She had no breakfast, according to this. Lunch, she's having high protein chips with some cheese dip. And dinner, this isn't one that would cause too much problem with blood sugar. Are you having this did you have this for dinner, Karen? This dinner here? How many days have you been running on WOW challenges and on really low calorie total? Is this the first day or several days? 3 days. So remember, it takes 2 days to get an efficient fat burning. So now your blood sugar is at a low and your body's going to shift and burn fat if we don't spike insulin too much. So do you have any Advocare Rehydrate or any Bio Coffee? Let's see. I've had a Spark. Sparking the Slim did not help because that will lower the blood sugar more. I've lost 8.5 since May the 1st. Goodness. Only 2 eating episodes yesterday. So I would do Advocare Rehydrate or Bio Coffee. Do you have any fruit in the house? I would do the Rehydrate gel, or what fruit do you have in the house? It depends on the fruit. Berries. I would instead of doing Rehydrate, I would do a cup of berries and maybe a half of a Rehydrate, because it sounds like your electrolytes are low too. That's just, I'm not a doctor, but that's what I would do. I'd do a little bit of the rehydrate along with about a cup of berries. But if as long as you're not sick and there's nothing underlying going on, if you moderate this, what you'll see is you start losing fat at a very high rate because your blood sugars drop, and your blood sugar has to drop some for you to burn body fat. We just don't want it to bottom out like it has. In your body, you will adapt if you can stick to it. Yeah, I would do a half a pack of rehydrate and a half cup to a cup of berries myself. And I would probably consider getting some on Amazon, some electrolyte capsules that have no calories in them, just electrolyte capsules. And I wouldn't overdo it with those without a doctor's approval. But it sounds like with blood sugar low like that, and you run in the way you probably run, your electrolytes may be imbalanced too. All right. Hey, Lindsay, glad you nailed it. Way to go. Good job. Any other questions before we talk more? So is there any questions about Bella the Bell Pepper, the 3-day detox, the detox kit, anything? Yeah, go ahead. I would go on and do those, Karen, just for safety. Paulette, my son accidentally bought me the regular Babbles instead of the lights. I had only one eating episode, a handful of almonds in the Babble. Is that okay? You're okay. Don't worry about it. One of those and some almonds aren't going to hurt you. That's what class is for. As long as that counts as an eating episode, you good. You're welcome, Stella. Anybody else? How are the grocery tour videos going? I keep asking for feedback, not to get you to brag, but that's what we're trying to seduce new members into the program too, for them to see, oh, this is a real program. It's not just some silly mass marketed program. So how are those going? I'd like to know if you're getting them, watching them. Yes, you have to do 3 Bella the Bell Pepper badges in a row to get the Bella the Bell Pepper badge. So y'all do like them. Good deal. I'm glad you like them. Do y'all like the new video player? Some of you haven't got there yet. It's just been the last 3. If you haven't paid attention, the new video player has a search inside the video and a transcript. So I'm hoping that helps find stuff. How to find the grocery store tours, www.freegrocerytour.com. Then you download the grocery list. And then the next day you begin to get your grocery store lessons. Brenda, you like them? I'm so glad. Good. Yes, the grocery list is at www.freegrocerytour.com. www.freegrocerytour.com. You're welcome. And then the next day, you go into our workflow, and the next day it will send you an email and a text with a lesson. Make sure you check in your spam folder and your promotion folders. You're welcome, Lindsay. If tomorrow is lesson 9, for those of you that's made it that far, you get them in order. Lesson 9 is an interesting topic. It's based upon pre-cut produce and whole produce, the differences, the pros and the cons. So each lesson is a little dive into navigating the grocery store for short-term and long-term benefit. Hopefully people will see what we're trying to do. That's education, and they'll want to join Fast Track. Brenda's having a headache today. That could be low blood sugar episode without me seeing your journal. I don't know, but typically that is a consequence of us starting the program and our blood sugar levels dropping some. It's kind of like when you drink caffeine and you come off caffeine, blood vessels in the head stay constricted. And then after you come off caffeine, they open up and you get a headache. A similar thing happens with people who are sugar detoxing. It is withdrawal symptoms, legitimate withdrawal symptoms. It's for more than half the population. Withdrawal symptoms from sugar and starch are unavoidable, but thankfully they subside in 3 or 4 days if you can stay continue to have Shibboleth perfect days, because your body will adjust. Your body will begin to create and make its own sugar, which is better than eating exogenous sugar and starch. Watch out though, Brenda, too much water can flush your electrolytes out. Sometimes that could be causing your headache, to be honest. You can't overlook the need for water. I see members all day tell people that are struggling, drink more water, and I just shake my head. That isn't going to help. It's, we all base our decisions on what the scales say, and we cannot do that. So when the scales are, if y'all pay attention in the groups, you'll see this happen a lot. 2 things are said. You see it every day. I'm struggling. The scales didn't move, or I'm starving to death. And people say, eat more protein, drink more water. That is not the answer. Okay. So a half a gallon of water is sufficient, especially if you have a headache, and you can go up to a gallon, but don't necessarily drink more water because you'll flush out your electrolytes and you will get a headache. Does that make sense, Brenda? Is there a place on the website to watch the videos in order? That's a good question. I think Lara's putting them on the website, but I'm not sure. They are. If they're not, I'll put them there. Yeah, I have to go and see if they've done that. I don't know. They will be if they're not. I'm glad you brought it to my attention, but they have been super busy, and I'm not sure if I instructed them to put them on the website as well. And, for one, I don't want people getting ahead. I don't know why I don't, but I don't mind the members getting ahead. So, yeah, I'll see about that. Let me write it down. Yeah, Lara's been very busy, so I'll see about that one tomorrow. They'll be there. It's not a problem. It's just that's one task that's probably got overlooked. Anybody else? Questions, comments? Yes, ma'am. Any question you have, it does not have to be about Bella the Bell Pepper. It's a great opportunity for me to personalize your program. Shirley asked, if fasting for 16 hours and doing a challenge, do you call it a perfect day or intermittent fasting day? You got a couple of options there. It's definitely an intermittent fasting day or a WOW day, depending on what you selected. But a 16-hour fast with approved foods is definitely an intermittent fasting day. It could be a Tiger 16, which is even better. If you only ate foods that's on the Tiger list in the Tiger food library, then that's a Tiger 16, which is better. You the man, Joseph. Thank you, bro. Anybody else? Remember, a Tiger Day is a day where you have at least a 16-hour fast, but you only ate foods that day from the Tiger list. The Tiger 16 days are better than just a regular intermittent fasting day. They're tighter. They're less sugar and starch, lower glycemic. You'll lose body fat faster. And there's more whole food, not more whole food, but the list is more whole food centric. Does that make sense, everyone, about a Tiger Day? And once I start doing the one-on-one consults, you can now have your own type of day. So I work with you and we come up with, for example, if it's Sharon, if she has a perfect day and it's a Sharon day, it's a Sharon day. It will show up her profile picture in the weekly timing chart. After 2 Sharon days, it'll have a little fire by her head that she's on fire. And what we do is we work together to personalize your individual program so that you have your own type day where your version of faith for the day, your version of nutrition for the day, your version of exercise for the day, your version for supplementation for the day. So then everybody has the same advantage that I have. One of the reasons I'm probably very successful is I wrote the program. So I feel like helping you write your own Shibboleth program, but still following the basic biological, physiological rules, you'll be more vested in your program. You'll have your own little food library that's only things that you like. Should be fun. That'll be done in a week, by the way. So book your appointment. Stephanie, I received the AdvoCare Crave Check. When is the best time to take it? I have a harder time at night with sweet cravings. About an hour before your sweet cravings, go ahead and take it. Drink about 8 ounces of water with it so that it expands in your stomach. And hopefully, even if you do give in to cravings, you will not be able to eat as much. Michelle Culpepper is asking for the Tiger food list. Tammy, can you locate that for Michelle Culpepper and give her a link to the Tiger food list? Hey, Kim, how's Miss Kim doing? Petra. Hey, Petra. I started, pretty name. I started a 21-day challenge at the beginning of May. I quit because I wasn't losing and had even gained pounds. I'm taking prednisone right now. Maybe that's the problem. Unfortunately, not. That's not the problem. Let's find out. And again, we won't yell at you. We love you. Okay. Did you journal? Did you journal so that I can look at your journal and figure out what happened? Did you journal in our journal? And can I look at your journal in front of everybody if I don't fuss at you? Everybody will love you for letting me check your journal because then I'm not picking on them. I won't do it if you don't want me to. All right. How about a round of applause for Petra Merriman, everybody? We will figure out this together tonight, and I guarantee you it will help others too. All right, let me find Petra. There you are. Okay, let's get started with Petra's journal. Big round of applause for Petra being vulnerable and helping us all out here tonight. Scrolling down, let me look at the weekly timing chart first, Petra. Okay, so you started May the 1st, got a lot of fire going on there. That's good. So before we jump to a conclusion, prednisone is going to cause about a 4-pound weight gain. You've been on the program for 16 days, but you quit. So you should have lost more than 4. So you should have a net loss. So let's go back and look at day 1. An intermittent fasting day, egg white, spinach, cheese, and grapefruit. Looks good. Tortilla with ham and cheese. Looks good. Travis spaghetti and broccoli slaw. Looks perfect. So that's a perfect day. Good job. Here, 000 yogurt, ham and cheese sandwich. I'm assuming that that's approved bread. Got to make sure that we're using approved bread and approved pasta. Was that, Petra, was that approved bread and pasta? I'm going to keep moving while you answer that. Egg white, spinach, and avocado. Watch out for that much avocado. A lot of people don't realize that avocado is best used as a condiment because one avocado is about 350 calories just by itself. So be real sparing with your avocado. It's extremely high calorie. And then we got another, that looks like a good sized portion, a lot of avocado. If I were to guess, you've already had 600 calories of avocado here. Chicken, green beans, zucchini, tomato. Looks good. Looks good. I don't see any real problems here. 2 eggs, spinach, and berries. Okay, you're not supposed to have a 4. You marked an intermittent fasting day, but you had a full portion of berries with whole eggs. So that would be a no-no. This would be a holiday. Grilled ham and cheese sandwich. If that's approved bread, you're okay. If you had approved cheese, you're okay. You had more spaghetti. I see a side. That looks like a pretty good sized plate of spaghetti. Because I can't tell the scale, I would be concerned about the portion. And then there's a side item in addition. But the real challenge here was you had berries with whole eggs, and that looks like more than just a condiment worth of berries. If that had been an egg white omelet or egg whites and spinach, there would have been no problem. In my journal, would have marked that a holiday. So far you would have had 1 EFB day. 000 yogurt works. Salad with chicken, cucumbers, and blueberries. Looks okay. Chicken, sweet potato, and green beans. If your chicken was cooked in MCT, I don't know if that's a 6 to 8 inch plate. Some of these plates look like a full size 12-inch plate. So I would be concerned about that. Just the portion. I use a 6 to 8 inch plate. And it may be, it's hard to tell in the picture sometimes. I use a plate that easily fits under my 2 hands. Egg white, spinach, zucchini, beautiful. The spaghetti, I'm assuming approved pasta, but also a half a bagel. I would think that's a little much to have the spaghetti and a half a bagel. What I'm seeing here is what I see a lot. You're not doing anything fundamentally wrong, but you're having more of a maintenance diet. You also had another incorrect combination, a 4 and a 5. Protein plus fat with that blood sugar spike, you get the insulin, and the insulin is going to cause you to store long-chain triglyceride fat. So you got a robust portion for sure. It's a good portion. It's not a holiday portion. It's a good portion, but you've got a lot going on there. You got eggs, spinach, and it looks like there's some bread there too. Am I right? You got to let me know if I'm right. It says it is a small plate. Okay, no problem then. I trust you on the plate size. But here I'm seeing bread, eggs, spinach, and berries. Do you understand, Petra, so far, do you see there is an issue with your combinations? So far, what I've seen is a good maintenance type diet. You have found maintenance. You've had only 1 efficient fat burning day where you would have expected to lose fat through 6 days so far. Perfect day here. Let's see, fat-free cottage cheese and berries. I like it. Perfect pairing. Tacos, you had 2 tortillas. If those are the little tiny ones, you did great. Ham and cheese tortilla and a pickle. I don't see any problem there. This looks like a good day. Remember this, everyone. Let me make this point. Will everybody listen for just a minute? And then we'll come back to Petra. I know that this can be discouraging when you think you're nailing it and you're not, and you think you're giving this amazing effort, and you are, compared to your old eating life. You have to realize that when we eat out of balance, a surplus for years, we are out of balance. And what we tend to want to do to correct the situation is to get back in balance, which Petra has done. This is the kind of eating lifestyle that anyone could live with, and it would not cause weight gain at all, not any significant weight gain. But in order to correct this for a while, you have to do this. Do you understand? You can't balance the seesaw. So it's like it's all math. At the end of the day, it's all binary. It's all math. So if we gained weight over a season, let's say that we ate in a surplus. Let's call the number 0 is maintenance. And for a season, we ate in a surplus. And now we want to get back to 0. How do we get back to 0? If I go back to 0, perfectly balanced calories, I will forever stay a positive 2, right? Plus 2 plus 0 is what? 2 plus 0 is what? So I gained weight. Let's call that a number 2. Now I want to fix it and maintain. What's 2 plus 0? It's still 2. So the only way to get to 0 is what number? This is a good analogy if y'all will accept it. So for a season, we have to be out of balance significantly. But the good news is once you correct the situation, once you correct it, it's easy to balance it out again. Okay? So back to Petra. Got to do the hard work up front, get the momentum, and then it's done. I'm noticing something else about Petra. Let me see if y'all can all help us out here. What are y'all noticing day by day that you see a lot of? And she's trying to lose weight. What do y'all see a lot of every day? Lots of bread, lots of pasta. I could take Petra, and in a week, if she did exactly what I said to do, in 1 week, she dropped 5 to 10 pounds in 1 week. Easily. Because everything she's doing is called lifestyle management. So egg whites and spinach and berries, good. But we got more bread here. If that's approved bread, we're doing good. I'm not fussing about the approved bread, but every day she's got bread, pasta, fruit. Bread, pasta, fruit. Are y'all with me? Every day. Now, on this day, she didn't journal. So I always she counted a holiday. Now, Petra, what do we want to do on a holiday? That's when we want to really write it out. That's more important that we write it out than it even is on a perfect day so that we can find solutions. Egg white, spinach, and a half an apple, good. Tuna sandwich, chicken and broccoli. Now, this chicken and broccoli, you nailed it. This is exercise on a plate. So like on a day like this, let me do it this way, Petra, and maybe this helps. This is a good maintenance meal, Good maintenance meal, weight loss meal. So we would have had a tad of weight loss here if we were in EFB. Yogurt, weight loss, tortilla, chicken, and maintenance, chicken, broccoli, and beans. Close, pretty good, pretty good. Cashew Goleen cereal, pretty good. Looks like a small portion. Salad with Subway, looks good. A little worried about the cheese. That looks like about 100 calories of cheese, if I'm not mistaken, because it'll be full fat. Cauliflower pizza. If that is a straight up cauliflower crust, it's probably low carb. Sometimes, though, it's not all cauliflower. I'd have to see, is that an approved pizza? Breyer's Carb Smart ice cream. So the thing is, you're working really hard. And it should be exciting to you to be on a maintenance protocol and you haven't gained a lot of weight. Egg with French toast. Almost every meal, 2/3 of the meals have approved bread on them. Hamburger salad. Now I like this. So here, let me give y'all an example. Maintenance meal. And it's not wrong to have them. I have them every day. But if you're turning this into a numbers game, okay, maintenance is 0. So 0, 0. We hadn't made any progress, but we didn't go backwards because we ate approved bread. And then we have our lean ground beef and our veggies. This is a weight loss meal here. Fantastic. Two eggs and berries. I don't see very many berries there. We don't want to have a 4 and a 5. It looks like that's just a condiment, so we'll let that one slide. That chicken looks breaded to me. Oh, you marked holiday. Good job. Good job. That's a win in my book because you marked it. So I'm surprised that you've done as well as you've done. Egg white, spinach, cheese, and orange. Tortillas with ham and cheese. A berry smoothie. Where did that come from? I'm going to get you now. This is marked as a perfect day. Where did that sucker come from? I'm not liking the looks of that thing. Hamburger in a bowl, that's beautiful. Okay, so 4 eating episodes. Egg white, spinach, cantaloupe, lots of fruit, lots of bread, salad with avocado, cucumbers, tomato. Good job. Fried chicken, there's breaded chicken, and you did mark a holiday. So I'm going to stop. I think we've identified the issues, and then I'm going to give you a way out. So you had several days that's marked perfect that were not perfect. I didn't see, Petra, please don't get mad at me. I didn't see but one straight up efficient fat burning day out of the entire month. And I need to look at one other thing that I don't want to share with them. Hold on. I'm going to look at your progress. Ooh, Petra didn't tell us this. Petra did not tell us this. Are y'all ready for what Petra didn't tell us? I won't tell you the whole story. This is why I love for people to journal. Thank you, Petra. Are y'all ready for the whole story? The part that I can tell? Petra's down 30 pounds. She didn't tell us that. And Petra doesn't have that much more weight to lose. So how do y'all, after seeing Petra's journal, how do y'all feel about what Petra's accomplished so far? And she hasn't even hit her turbo button. She hadn't even hit it. Hadn't even touched the turbo button yet. But here's the other thing I want to bring to light that happens to all of us. Please hear me. Please don't get tired of the my monotonous voice. Here's the thing I want to point out to everybody here. Petra quit the challenge because she felt she was not losing weight fast enough. The enemy, it wasn't Petra. Petra's voice would be this way: I'm proud of myself. I lost 30 pounds so far, and I'm eating lots of bread, lots of fruit, lots of pasta, and I'm not gaining any of that weight that I lost back. I'm really proud of myself. Now, all I have to do, you enemy, you devil, get behind me, is hit my turbo button and have some whole food meals and some -2, -3 meal replacements, drop a little bit of the bread, drop a little bit of the pasta, and I'll be down 50 pounds and I'll hit my goal. Over, done. Get behind me, Satan. Does that make sense, everybody? How about a big round of applause for Petra? Petra, do you have any? That wasn't too painful, was it, Petra? Any questions, comments about any of that? It's okay to disagree with me too. Did that help anyone else? How would I lose how would I hit my turbo button? When I'm hitting plateaus, I'm eating red column whole food meals, 3 or less a day, or -2, -3 meal replacements. And if I do that, I'm dropping, even as lean as I am, I'm dropping close to 1 pound a day. And then when I'm ready to maintain again, I go back to my sandwiches, my burgers, my hot dogs, my approved pizza, my fruit. The blue column is the life-saving column. And that's what Petra did. Most of her meals were blue column. And that blue column is what saves your life, because it helps you really bring those insulin levels down, where you used to have high levels of insulin every day. Spaghetti was broccoli slaw. Good job. No pasta. So we won't, we'll count that as a blowtorch meal. All right. Anybody else before we go tonight? Everybody know how to do bell of the bell pepper? Any questions, comments, anything before we go? Thank you, Kim. Thanks for doing all that you do to help people and support people. Y'all pray for my little grandson. Haven't got to meet him. I hope to meet him. Been praying all day about that. Karen, thank you. It's been about 30 minutes. I drank. Okay, you feel fine. I'm glad. It's just a your blood sugar drop. And what happens is, can I help y'all with one more thing? So I work with bodybuilders, okay? I have some bodybuilding clients that make their living being half naked on a stage, okay? They take steroids. They have to shoot up with steroids, with insulin, with all kind of things to grow so their body produces a certain amount of testosterone on its own. It's not enough for them to compete professionally. So they have to take extra from outside and administer it to their body. What happens to their body when they're taking exogenous testosterone? Their testicles stop producing testosterone because the body identifies that it does not need to make the testosterone anymore because they're giving themselves extra from the outside. Does that make sense so far? I'm going to tell you what happened to Karen. Okay. Now, we don't understand how powerful the hormone insulin is and how powerful sugar and starch are. So your body is able to make its own sugar to feed its brain. Are y'all with me? Your body has to have circulating sugar to survive. But all the food that we consume, especially before Shibboleth, is full of what? Sugar and starch. So your body, in its natural circadian rhythm evolved state, can produce its own at the right level. But now you're taking boatloads of it. One can of Coke has 4 tablespoons of sugar in it. You're taking this in. Some people drink 10 Cokes a day. You're taking a load of extra sugar and starch exogenously by consumption that your body was never meant to consume. So your body stops making its own sugar. Now, Karen's living the program and she stops consuming as much exogenous sugar and starch. So what is her body going to do? It's going to stop. Her body has stopped producing any, and now she's not getting any from the outside either. Brenda's getting headaches. Karen's blood sugar's bottoming out because their body's not accustomed to making it. So a bodybuilder that's been taking steroids for years, if you go read, you'll find this out. They really struggle if they want to have babies or anything else in the future because they have to come off steroids and they feel terrible. And then they have to give it time for their testicles to start producing testosterone again, for the pituitary gland to start producing hormones again. Are y'all with me? Do you understand what I'm saying? So we can't live like we lived and there not be some consequence and repercussion. We have to give our body time to reach a homeostasis again and for things to kick back in and operate the correct way. That's what's happening when you have a headache. That's what's happening when your blood sugar bottoms out. Your body says, you ain't made me produce this stuff in forever. Now you want me to produce it? You better jumpstart me. I hope that makes sense. It's like coming off a drug. It's like coming off alcohol. You know, I'm embarrassed to tell you, I wasn't just food addicted for a couple of years. I was addicted to alcohol. Nobody would have known. But when I stopped drinking my wine every night, what do you think my hands did? It was embarrassing. I couldn't even write. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? My body had got used to that acetate every night as an energy source, and then I withheld it. So I had to go through that. It's embarrassing, but I had to go through that detoxification. That's what you're doing too. You're having to go through a detox, and it's not comfortable. That's why I tell people trying to lose weight, you better stay busy, because if you ever get still, then those cravings are going to hit like a freight train. The good news is it doesn't take long to overcome. It didn't like testosterone and steroids. That takes a while to overcome. This doesn't take that long to overcome. You just have to have the wherewithal to do it. Toughen up. Anybody else? All right. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you in class tomorrow. We will have our partner class tomorrow as well. We've got 10 a.m., 12:30, and 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Please tell somebody about Shibboleth. Please use our share feature. Share our grocery list. It's the only way we can keep bringing Shibboleth to you at high levels. Please consider becoming a partner. I want to thank our partners, as always, for all that you do. We couldn't do it without you. I'm bringing features to our partners that are mind-blowing. We continued to train our AI model today, and we about got it trained to recognize anything, nutrition labels. Tammy backed me up. She's working on training the AI model with Raj today. so that y'all be able to take pictures and of a nutrition label of a food, and it say, here's what this is and here's how you use it. So there are lots of good things coming for our partners. Please consider becoming a partner. We need the stability. Kim speaking to a ladies group on June the 16th. Awesome. Is that in Georgia, Kim? North Georgia? Awesome. Awesome to hear. Thanks for continuing on. Keep supporting our e-store, please. Amazon doesn't love you. We do. Branches of Christ Church in Ackworth. I hope you take pictures. All right, everybody. We appreciate you. Let us know if we can help you. Petra, don't ever get frustrated and quit without calling for a Mayday first. All right. Bye, everybody.